Hello everyone, this is Shadowcat, and today we are going to do a video on core crafting. This one's been asked for by a few people. I'm just going to do basics. There are so much that goes into cores that it can get kind of confusing. This one here is just going to be like a basic video on, recipes, what you want to put together for certain things, and orders. So, first off, it is recommended that you have a level 60 hero. Now, if you don't have a level 60 and you really want to, make a core and use it, you can. But just know that it's not going to be as strong as when you hit level 60, so I wouldn't stock up on them. Make a core, maybe two, and, make what you're going to use at that time. I will admit I did make no, I made part of a core when my hero was still level 59, and then I finished the core when I was level 60, and there was a time difference. So here's where you're going to see that for the hero. First off, salvager's gear. If you don't have it, get it. It is going to make a huge difference in your crafting. And of course, a full set of legendary is recommended. I'm still waiting on some more brass wire, which is all sorts of fun to try to acquire if you're not packing, which I'm not anymore. So anyway, on to the skill tree. So this is one of the few times that I will actually show my skill tree in a video. I'm actually rather protective of my stuff, but in this case, it's just crafting. You want to do the bare minimum on everything in the skill tree on both sides of the tree. So we got the left side, which is usually for attack and defense, and the right side, which is usually for like gathering and resources and stuff. Now, on the right side, you will find crafting speed, which you do want to max out. You will find base set bonus, which you also want to max out. High core ranged boost, and duration. All of these you want to max out. Nothing else matters on the right side. On the left side, the only thing that matters is full set bonus. Really only matters if you have the full set. I've got mine maxed anyway because I am hopeful that my 7th piece will eventually reappear. Now, I'm going to go through a Zeus set with you. It's not the most heavy hitting thing. It happens to be the one thing that I have an abundance of pieces for, so, and I actually already have part of my set going. This is one of those sets where I started it at level 59, and now I'm going to go ahead and finish it at level 60 and probably waste it on, testing somebody. Who knows? But either way, so the piece that I'm going to work with today is actually the feet, because I already have the head and chest. So always with your forge, first thing you want to do, by this point you should at least have some kind of combined thing that will allow you to combine. I do have master combine, so I can just go through and master combine everything. Most important things in this is your cores and your pieces. If you don't have master combine, if you just have that one that allows you to, I don't remember what it's called now, but you can combine everything for one piece or for one core, then go ahead and do that. And you're going to see which pieces we're going to use, so you can go in it and fully combine all those. So there is one other thing you need to do in your research tree. Crafting. You want to make sure that you have maxed out your crafting abilities, because if you don't, the core mastery levels, you want to go all the way to core mastery level 6. If you don't do this, you will not be able to craft a legendary set of gear. Really sucks. So make sure you do that. It's honestly, it's best if you max out that tree, just because you also get the sixth piece. Very important. You cannot get a good set without having that. So make sure that you have maxed out your crafting tree if you're going to make cores. These are extremely important. Duration is important. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Crafting luck, there's duration. You know, all this stuff, very important. The crafting tree, if you're going to do cores, you must max that tree. Cannot stress that enough. Max the crafting tree. Max, you know, the things you need in your skill tree that I pointed out. You know, these things are going to make your cores last as long as possible, and they are going to give you better bonuses and boosts to what the core does. So on that note, let's go over here to crafting a core. If you don't have things unlocked, it's a good idea to go and unlock them. A simple core swap will give you the ability to swap out whatever you don't have here. And we'll scroll down to Zeus. So there are many places to get recipes. The best thing to do is to ask your alliance where they get theirs. There are some alliances that have secret recipes that they share with each other. Some places have better, you know, recipes than others. The one we're going to do today is a very popular one, so it is one of the more common places to get recipes. It's gowcraft.com, and I will be posting that link in the description. Now, with that, we're just going to call that a brain fart. I have no idea where I was going with that. Anyway, so we're going to be doing the feet here, because that's what I was missing from my set. First thing you start with is the Charged Rumble Core level 6. So pick one of those. I told you I have a lot of these. Then we go to Pieces. Also select your set here on the far right. And we scroll down until we get to Zeus. While I'm doing this, it is very important that you do these in order. If you don't do these in order, it does actually affect the boost that you get. Tested this out with another, so I think it was my Poseidon. I was talking with somebody about it. And I was like, oh no, you know, the order can't matter, because he had one order for the pieces and I had another order, and our sets were a little different. So order does matter. So for the Charged Rumble, which is the feet, you want to do, I'm so going to mess up these words, by the way, so forgive me for pronouncing these wrong. Fulgurite or Hephaestus or Pandora's Box. I happen to know what it looks like. It's that one there. Pure Lightning. Chronos Remnant. And the Rhea Remnant. So put all those together. You see all 6 of them lined up there with your feet. Crafting is not cheap. Ta-da! And now it's doing its thing. You can speed it if you want to. I'm going to, just so I can show you the bonuses I was talking about. So being in that particular order, there are some special bonuses that we get. So everything that's in green is because of the order we used. So this extra bonus goes on top of the strategic infantry attack. So it's an extra 190%, 194%. Gosh, that's hard to read. And it goes on down. You can scroll down through this. There's extra bonuses throughout it all. And changing the order of the pieces will change the bonuses that you get. So that is very important to remember. When you're crafting these, it is strongly recommended, especially for a beginner, to do them all the same order. So with if you go to use GOW Craft, you'll notice that each piece has the same order for its pieces. So it's always going to be the Fulgurite or the Hephaestus or Pandora's box and Pure Lightning. The last two things will change for each one depending on what piece you're doing. You know, like the chest plate uses Medusa's scale and Olympus plating. The helmet uses Elysium cloth and the Minotaur skull. The weapon uses Hydra blood and an Oracle amulet. And the accessories use Elysium cloth and Medusa scale. So each thing is going to be a little different, but those first four pieces are always the same. And then once you have your full set, do remember that you don't want to equip them until you're ready to use them. When you equip a core, the timer starts on it. Unequipping a core, taking the piece off, does not stop the timer. It will continue. So just keep that in mind. Talk to your alliance. If you've got experienced people in there, it's a good idea to pick their brain about who would be a good person to go after. Share targets. Don't waste your cores while you are in prison. If your hero gets captured and you're in prison, your core continues to run down. I myself have lost a core due to being in a prison, so just keep that in mind when you're out there hitting people and playing with your new cores. Of course, if you have endless amounts of money and want to continue to pack and get all sorts of resources and pieces and stuff, you can test your own recipes. You can always mix things up and see how they come out. That is expensive, as it does use a lot of silver, as you noticed. 5 billion silver for one piece, or so it's 5 million, but it gets expensive. I found I can't afford to do it, so I just use the ones from GOW Craft, but there are definitely other recipes out there. So I hope that covers everything for the basics. Sorry for the little bits of rambling in there. It's been a while since I did a video, so I think that's it. If you have any questions, of course, you can post them in the comments. If you're a part of my alliance, you can always message me or any one of our R4s, and we'll get you at least directed in the right place for who can help you with gear. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps.